Hello, everyone, and welcome back to The Swinging Swordsman, where a bunch of people from across the United States and occasionally one gay boy in Australia play Dungeons and Dragons. Sadly, we do not have said the gay Australian. I'm sure he'll show up later, but yeah, welcome to Fury the Outlands Part 20. Holy shit, feels like we've been doing this for longer. As always, I am your Dungeon Master, Dan. I am a theater freak and a TTRPG geek. And honestly, this session is just going to be purely traumatizing Angel, and he's going to probably hate me for it later.
Yeah, this is my punishment for missing yesterday. I mean, not yesterday, last time.
Yeah, this is just kind of an out. Jesus Christ, we also have almost all of our crew. That's even more terrifying.
Ooh, really?
We have everyone except for Lou.
That's sad.
Yeah. Anyway.
Wow. That's crazy. You both said that at the exact same time.
Yeah. Anyway, so let's get into this recap because this is going to be interesting. So, after taking a job from Onyx, the Blood Knight, to recruit people into the Coalition, and then taking a job from Alessia Shade to eliminate the Spelltech Raider, our party eventually made their way to Ka Leona, the stronghold of the Raider clan, known as the Lions of the Sands. Within Ka Leona, the party met with the bandlord of the Lions, Avis's uncle, or not Avis, Arakion's uncle, Avis Zandyrris, along with a few of Avis's lieutenants, the waste elf, the Spelltech waste elf known as Zirith, the Robert the Half-Orc. He's got no fancy title. He's just Robert the Half-Orc. And
he doesn't deserve it.
Yeah. And the current religious head of the Lions, the female drow Sharice Boone. After having several conversations and spending the night, it was eventually discovered that Avis was kidnapped, possibly shot at, and as of that moment, all evidence pointed to Arakion. After various interviews and investigations, it was and some convincing, Avis managed to convince Arakion managed to convince Nightclaw that he was not Avis's kidnapper, and eventually managed to make their way into realizing that it might have been none other than the shape-shifting, gunslinging bitch, Liza.
I was smooth with it.
After going into Avis's war room, it was discovered that the bandlord was eventually planning on conquering all other territories within the Outlands, and somehow had some correlation with Tiamat. Eventually, the party discovered a hidden room inside that eventually led them to a bunch of stone tapestries depicting the war between Tiamat and Bahamut, with some added information that no one had ever seen before. Eventually, our party made their way to a cavern where they encountered what it was assuming to be Avis and the waste elf Zirith, but eventually it was discovered that Avis at this point was actually just Liza. Eventually the Spelltech menace known as the Spelltech Raider showed up, immediately saw the party and combat ensued. Zereth was the first to fall, followed by Liza, the bitch, with Icarus dealing the final blow to the Spelltech Raider, but not before having its faceplate cut off, revealing that Spelltech Raider is not just pure Spelltech, but there was in fact an actual person. However, this person is also someone that Arakion recognizes. And that is where we are now. So.
Oh god, I have a feeling that I know who you're talking to. Who you're talking about.
You probably do.
I think I have a feeling.
You probably do.
Oh
so,
no.
Arakion.
It's that one kobold kid I saved.
No, Bigby's right next.
That's the evil twist.
Arakion.
Yes.
You are standing there on this platform within the cavern. Your allies, or what you consider allies, around you. Liza and Zereth are, as of right now, unconscious, maybe dead, you don't know. But as of right now, you're not focused on them as much as you want to kill Liza. Your focus is on the Spelltech Raider. The face that you immediately recognize, but deem impossible for it to be so. There's a bunch of various Spelltech augmentations still on his body, albeit beaten and occasionally sparking every once in a bit. You do not see any form of hair or any other indications of race and whatnot, as they're most likely still covered by the various plates across his head, but you still recognize his face, albeit it is pale, gaunt, almost half dead. This is the face of someone you saw as a true friend of yours, one who would have agreed with you on everything, but lost so long ago. And immediately as you see his face, your immediate thought, which you say out loud, is, that's impossible.
Well, don't keep me in suspense.
Arakion, you see Elwyn's face on the body of the Spelltech Raider.
Did you say it already, or is that like?
Yeah, no, it must. It must. Your internet must have glitched out there, but you see Elwyn's face on the body of the Spelltech Raider.
I fucking knew it. God damn it. God damn it.
I told you I was going to traumatize you.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. That's. And then he's gonna kind of reel back. He's gonna just step away, like still with his eyes on him. And then immediately, he's gonna go over to. So he's gonna turn his attention to Liza on the floor, and he's gonna you, and he's gonna run over there and like hold her at choke point. God, that sounds so fucking crazy.
You run over to Liza, who is barely conscious right now from taking devastating blows. You grab her, you just pick her up, eyes burning with anger, and she does come more to consciousness as you're just grabbing her and whatnot. But as you do, you see that she is barely holding on to life right now as you're holding her. And any further action, you might actually just straight up kill her.
He's just gonna scream at her like, "What did you do?"
Through various gasps, trying to catch some form of breath, Liza's like, "This was not my doing."
Bullshit. That's bullshit, you know it. Tell me for real.
You hear behind her, albeit still slightly robotic and echoey, the Raider's voice, Elwin's voice goes, "It's the truth, Arakion." Yep. Hold on.
Well, I suppose to take another one. Thank you, guys. Should I take one?
No, you're not going
This
anywhere.
time I'll take her frozen eye. Or should I take it leg? Ooh, yes, a leg is pretty cool. I'm pretty sure you can sell that on the market.
Jesus Christ, you're terrible.
Ooh, actually, you know what? Even better. The right arm. Everyone uses that, unless you're a lefty.
You're terrible. Anyway, you see the Raider, Alwyn, albeit just kind of lean, slowly kind of almost try to make his way up, but you can see that there are still, he's taken damage and whatnot, so it's hard for him to pull the heavy-ass metal of what is encasing him. But he looks to you and is like, "She wasn't the one who turned me into this." She just merely sought me out, for we had a similar goal.
Similar goals. What do you stuff with this thing?
Our clan. Your uncle. He was the one who started all this. You and I both know that he lost sight of what it was truly meant to be a lion, to be a pillar for possibility of getting out of this hellhole.
He's gonna look at Liza and he's gonna say, "You may not have anything to do with this, but I promised you one thing, didn't I?" And he's gonna say, and
You're kind of going robot a bit, bud.
Better. Hang on. I need to turn on my hotspot, it seems. Well, figured this would...
Oh, okay. Now I can hear you.
Where... Hang on, let me turn on my hotspot.
Welcome to internet troubles.
God damn.
You don't need to welcome us. We already know what it's like. Plenty well.
Here, hang on, give me one quick sec. I'll plug in. Oh, I'm not plugging in anything. I'm just gonna set up my hotspot.
Nah, you good.
Show, bro. Bro, what's up, bro? I've returned. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Like, bro, can y'all hear me now? Okay, wait, hang on. How's the quality? Is it decent?
Audio quality's pretty good.
Yeah, no, I can hear you fairly well.
Alrighty. Alright, so, where was I? Oh yeah, I showed her her eye. Yeah, so, I'll quickly backtrack a little bit. He's gonna reach into his satchel thingy. He's gonna say, "I promised you one thing when next we saw each other, didn't I?" And he holds up the eyeball that's in the jar right in front of her. And he's gonna say, "You've been a thorn in my side this whole time." And he's gonna bash it on the ground, and he's gonna drop her to the floor.
You throw the eye to the ground. Liza after it. It's not quite enough to... No, go ahead.
Sorry, after, like, she drops down to the floor, he wanted to kind of, as she's, like, reaching for it, he kind of wants to squish it right there in front of her.
Give me an intimidation check.
Wait, quick pause. What exactly did he just squish or cut off? It kind of cut out.
Well... Oh, baby, at 21, I'm back.
The eyeball that he had kind of in his pocket from, like, 10 episodes ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you remember that? I took out a girl. I took out this.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was terrifying.
So now so as she's like reaching for it, she's gonna like squash it in front of her under his boot.
You do that. You see she definitely looks shocked for sure. Looks back to you. Doesn't really say anything. And let's see, what do I got? Of course I don't. Alright, fair enough. You see she tries to pull herself up from the floor, leaving your uncle's pistol on the ground, and just begins to shuffle off the platform and away.
she's trying to shuffle, she's trying to just walk.
She's like limping as she's making her way, making her way out of the cavern.
Yeah. All right. And as she's walking away from him, he's gonna pull out the pistol. He's gonna pull out his pistol and shoot her from behind. You failed.
Roll to hit.
Okay. Oh yeah. Hey, guess what? You guys get to see my new weapon stats.
Ooh.
Yeah, I got a +9 to hit.
Yikes! Roll to hit.
Oh, fuck off. Fuck off.
You pull your gun out. Not necessarily immediately. You wait a little bit till she's had this sort of sense of security that she isn't going to be hurt. And then you pull your gun out, pull the trigger. The sound of the gunshot echoes throughout the entire cavern. And you see Liza's body fall limp.
You failed. He says that audibly.
You see Elwyn, now somewhat standing, looks and is like, she really pissed you off, didn't she?
Owen. Now, you'd best explain all this. Because as much as I hate to do this, and to see myself do this, I have a job to do.
Okay. There's a reason why I've been going after caravans and raiders from the Lions.
And why is that?
Because they're the ones who ambushed us long ago.
They, the rest of the Lions, ambushed you and your crew.
Handpicked from your uncle.
And here I thought I never thought he'd get lower.
You've seen the corruption throughout all of this, Rakion. You and I both know that something wasn't right. And
You always were on my side.
next thing I remember, I was somewhere else. It was not anywhere here. And I wasn't who I used to be anymore. I was what they deemed prototype of something. I wasn't the only one. I knew that, but
How many of you were there?
I don't know. All I know is the only thing that I can truly remember is word Amber Husk.
How much of you is left? Are you?
I don't know. But after a while, what I did know is that overall, Avis was behind this. And he needed to pay.
And pay he will. Is there anyone you can go to where you can be taken care of? Where you can fix yourself?
I don't know. Originally, the plan was to transport me somewhere into Zandyrris and then make way to Elisari for some reason. I could maybe continue that way, but something like this isn't quite seen a lot around here.
When was the last time you saw him?
Earlier today, I think.
Where?
Originally, it was in one of the rooms here in the cavern, but I can't quite remember 100%. The changeling, she said something about using him as bait.
Changeling.
The one you just shot.
Wow.
Apparently her kind are seen somewhere else within Ekra, not here in the Outlands. I think it must be somewhere in Zealous.
But where is he?
I don't know. She took him somewhere afterwards, for all I know. He's somewhere hidden in this... I don't even know what the hell this platform is.
Then we've got to keep looking. And then he's gonna turn around and he's gonna walk right out the exit.
You walk out. Before you do, you see Elwyn mutter something under his breath. Eyes start to kind of glow in some sort of artificial arcane manner. Like you guys had seen before. Hold on, there it is. You see him Actually, wait, hold on. Let me read something here.
Uh-oh, reading.
You hear him call out, "Wait! I think I found him." He must have gotten out from wherever she had him because I can sense him making his way to ground level.
Ground level. You got it.
Back to this. What are you going to do now?
I'm gonna find him. And I'm gonna kill him in trial by combat for position of leader. And then he's gonna walk away.
Hey. You see Elwyn, or to the rest of you guys, the Spelltech Raider, look to the rest of you. Which, in this case, this is very terrifying because you have no idea what the fuck just happened, for one. So yeah, what's everyone else's reaction to this?
I'm very concerned about Arakion, and I'm very wary of whatever is happening with the Spelltech.
Yuri, what about you?
Yuri's just kind of silent. Yuri's just kind of like processing everything.
Alright. Crystalina, what about you?
My reaction to seeing everything that's happening?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just kind of silent and in shock also. Yuri's, or not fucking Yuri, Rakion's intense, like, feelings are just kind of rushing over me, and for the time being, I'm just kind of there. Like, feeling all of it.
You guys watch as the Raider kind of look to where this intricate pistol was dropped from Liza, goes to grab it, kind of looks to everyone as he kind of holsters it somewhere you don't entirely see, but he looks to you and goes, "I know you have no reason to trust me or anything. But the Rakion trusts me, and I hope that's enough for all of you." And begins to follow Rakion out as best as he can.
Can't leave him alone.
I figured he wanted space, but probably should go after him.
Yeah.
Go after Rakion.
All right. Rakion, you are not even waiting a lot of time. You are making your way up. Sorry, food in my mouth. You are making your way through the cavern back into the sort of secret rooms, back through the stairs to the war room and whatnot, and you are making your way out, you can hear, as you're making your way up the stairs, conversations had by a variety of people. And as you make your way to the surface, you see Avis beaten, somewhat bloodied, and still in his pajamas, of all things, having a conversation with Robert, Charisse, Nightclaw, and a platoon and a squad of other lion soldiers as you make your way up to the surface.
And when he sees a fuck, you infected me with it. God damn it. When he sees Avis there lying on the floor, he's just he sees red, and he's gonna go and run over to him, whilst also knocking others out of the way, except for maybe actually no, never mind.
Your footsteps start to echo throughout the hall, and as you make your way over to Avis, who immediately turns to you. Well, about time you finally show your face.
It's about time you showed me yours. Your real one.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Avis Zandyrris, I challenge you in a fight to the death for claiming the throne.
You watch as everyone stands silent. Eventually, some of the more common soldiers kind of start to mutter. And you see he looks stunned at first, and then he just kind of scoffs and is like, "You dare challenge me? After bringing such chaos into my own house?"
Oh, don't try to spin this on me. You knew I was here just for diplomatic reasons, and I was on a job. You dragged me back into this.
I did no such thing. As far as I'm concerned, you were the one who started this. Coming into my quarters, trying to assassinate me, and then kidnapping me.
He's gonna look up to everyone around him. He says, "Go downstairs. Your proof is down there." You'll see a dead woman on the floor. There's the person who kidnapped your so-called king. And secondly, I have the right to do whatever the hell I want. Because you, as clan leader, can't deny it.
Make me a persuasion or intimidation check.
Persuasion, intimidation. Oh, luck point, baby boy. Oh, shit. Nope, never mind. We didn't take a long rest.
No, you did not.
Well, shit.
So you watch as Nightclaw and Charisse make their way down with maybe one or two soldiers, but everyone else sort of seems to stand there.
Uh-oh.
Avis looking unfazed. But he does look... He isn't intimidated, but you can see that he is angry, and he's like, "You insolent little worm.
I said
You
what I
think you
said.
can? You think that you can just walk in here and demand a right that you yourself walked away from?
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sure. You're right. What business do I have coming here and taking your throne away from you? Oh, it's not the fact that you sent a party of handpicked soldiers to murder my friends. Or... Oh, wait. You're right. Yeah, silly me. He's gonna snap his fingers and he's gonna ask Elwyn to come up here and show himself.
You see, well, you could hear him coming up after a little bit of conversations, but you time your snap to where it sounds like you are asking him to come up. And as he does, you hear everyone kind of freak out. You see soldiers going for their weapons. You see Robert grabbing his axe and then looking stunned. You see Avis standing there. His expression changes. And you see Elwyn holding up Avis's firearm in his hands as he goes, Arakion speaks the truth. For I myself am both witness and evidence to such a thing. Eventually, Nightclaw, Charisse, and the rest of the party come up. And Nightclaw looks to you. He gives kind of a bit of a nod before addressing the rest of the party, and he goes, Everything that Arakion says has been truth. The true culprit behind Lord Avis's abduction and the theft of his firearm is no more, and the case is closed.
Now, back to what I said. Uncle, I demand a fight to the death for the throne. You won't be here anymore. And you won't turn the Outlands into your little dragon summoning. Oh, I'm sorry, I said too much.
You see more mutters occur, and Robert turns to Avis and is like, What is he talking about? You see Nightclaw steps forward and goes, There is evidence that suggests that Avis Zandyrris wishes to conquer all territories within the Outlands in the purpose and in the name of the Elder Dragon known as Tiamat. And with that, you see, as he says this, he pulls out the token with the old symbol of Tiamat on it. And more muttering and chatter occurs throughout the room. Arakion, give me an insight check.
Watch, he's gonna be not scared at all. He's gonna be like, and just so what, my guy? God damn it all. Okay. Well, it's fine. I'm sure,
So,
right?
Yeah, no, you're not necessarily. You can't tell whether or not Avis is starting to panic or not, but you can tell that his attitude is definitely shifting the more and more things are getting stacked out of his favor. And eventually he looks to you, Arakion. His eyes staring into yours. The flames kind of around him and his hair kind of start to grow brighter and brighter in possible anger as he says, "All right, nephew. If you really have a death wish, then I will grant it for you."
I've been waiting to do this for a long, long time.
Likewise, Arakion. You see Nightclaw hold up a hand and go, "Do both parties wish to settle this now? Or would you like a moment of respite to prepare yourselves?"
I'll choose the latter, thank you very much. I'd rather not let this get pathetic. We'll fight tomorrow.
See Avis nod and goes, "Very well. But as of this moment, you and the rest of your party are no longer welcome into this house." And at that point, you see Sharice go, "Actually, Lord Avis, considering circumstances and evidence," and then looks to Nightclaw like, "I'm sorry, I know this is your thing, but just let me finish. Considering circumstances and evidence against you, Avis, it is actually the other way around. As you are now suspect to not only betraying pacts with other bandlords, but also colluding with a banished entity. As spiritual advisor of the Lions of the Sands, you were the one who is temporarily no longer allowed within the Lion's Den. However, you may see," and you see at this point, Avis is like, "This is an outrage. I am the one that helped build us to what we are."
You were the one who led us to this downfall. You started everything.
"You do not understand, child. Our original goal was moot. For our ancestors were marked. There is no indication for any of them to return to the country they once had."
But they were peaceful above all else. You turned the Lions into a Raider clan.
Have you not seen what life is like outside of these walls, outside of morals? Not everyone agrees with the peaceful ideology that you hold. Out there, it is a kill or be killed world. The strongest must survive. And I tried to ensure that the Lions was the strongest above all else.
Well, you failed. And you're right. The strongest will survive. Just like I will tomorrow. I'm done talking to you. And he's gonna go back to his party.
And with that, you see Avis at the moment being escorted out by members not only of his own clan, but you also see Robert himself escorting Avis out.
A rare sight. Usually he's on that guy's wiener.
After Avis walks out, fuming for sure, you see Sharice look over to the Spelltech Raider, to Elwyn, in surprise, in some minor horror. She looks like she wants to say something, but you see she catches herself, looks to you, nods, and walks away. Nightclaw makes his way over to you next and goes, well, I don't know about you, but I would say this matter is now officially closed until the time of the challenge. Don't you agree?
It's not over till it's over. That's the one thing that Evis has ever taught me that actually ever mattered.
Your uncle may be a tyrant, Mr. Rikion, but even tyrants occasionally have words of wisdom. In the meantime, you and your party can share whatever rooms you like. Any and all vendors within Kaliona are at your disposal. And I do believe this, he takes hold of Avis's firearm from Elwyn's hand, should probably stay outside of both yours and Avis's hands for the time being. However, I do believe that at the end of the duel, it would only seem fair that the successor take this as form of token. Do you not?
I have a much better token that I want from him. I say give it to him. Let him fight with it. I have something else I want to take from him.
As it be. You see Nightclop respectfully bows his head, then makes his way out. You then see Rogue just kind of waddle up and is like, okay, can someone please explain to me what the fuck just happened?
I'm going to be fighting for leader tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, no, I kind of got that part, but also you're a dumbass. Didn't we also have... You see she is like pointing to Elwyn as she's saying this and just kind of leans in. It's like, don't we technically have a contract out to take this guy?
As of right now, that contract is null and void. Until I can speak with her myself.
All right. You want me to reach out to Grayswell, see if she's still there? Or
No.
I can see...
That woman was a bitch. She can wait until I return to her.
All right. Granted, I'm still confused on the whole situation, but you know what? I'm not going to say no to you at this point, because not gonna lie, you look like you're about to shoot off anyone who just mildly pisses you off, and I'm saying this as your friend.
You know me well. Just tell Robert
Okay.
to keep his distance.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, I'm gonna maybe get a drink somewhere. Don't kill anyone here. I actually am starting to like half these fuckers. Kind of looks to...
I'm not killing
What's up?
anyone until the competition tomorrow. I'm only going to kill one person, and that'll be it. Unless Robert, again, gets in my way.
All right, fair enough.
So 2 people total.
Okay, that's terrifying. I'm gonna let you guys have a moment. Don't be surprised if I come back drunk or placing bets. I don't know, I need some form of entertainment. And you just see she kind of starts walking off after that.
I might join you later. Oh, she's gone.
Yeah, just in a moment you see her starting to walk off. Someone passes by. She's gone.
Oh no, she went full Green Goblin on him. Oh, well, now, guys, help me out here. I'm about to kill someone. Yeah. Competition tomorrow.
I'm so nervous for you.
Yeah. I'm saying this out of character, by the way.
I'm a little nervous for you out of character, but I think you got this.
Yeah. I could die. Which
This
is
could be the end of a Rayquan.
Don't make jokes like that.
He's got this. He's got this in the bag for sure.
Yeah. Probably.
How much percent?
I don't know. I might have doomed myself considering I gave him back his gun.
Yeah. Do you get a weapon too or not?
Oh no, I keep my weapon, but I have something I need
Okay.
to complete overnight. To give it a little bit of an edge.
Oh.
And to the DM, that will be me working on schematics. Hopefully finishing
Yeah.
up by this time.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, we'll see about that. But in the meantime, what the fuck would everyone else like to do right now?
Oof.
Yeah, it's your.
I got
Come on, man.
All right.
I believe in you guys.
All right. I mean, also keep in mind, you also have this part robot, part possibly elf guy who's just kind of sitting around and is just like, hey.
I
no,
wonder
Bigby
if
is
Nugget.
freaked out by him.
I love how if there's anything Spelltech around, like a Bigby is immediately afraid of it.
Yeah, the robots
Yeah.
terrify him.
The robot,
Yeah, no.
the robot horse, man. Wait, or were you fascinated by the horse? I can't remember.
Yes.
Both. I'm mostly scared of the horse.
Oh, okay.
There's definitely curiosity.
But yeah.
All right.
You guys take the lead now, please. My brain can't handle it anymore.
I guess I'll try to... I've totally forgotten his name, the Spelltech guy.
Technically, you don't know yet.
Oh, yeah. So I'm just gonna try and keep an eye on him and, like, follow him around, but from a distance. I'm being really awkward about it.
Oh my god.
Oh god. It's like it's like those one episodes in TV shows where the main character's old friend comes up and the new friend is like, "Hey, don't replace hey,
Yeah,
don't try to."
that is exactly what's happening here. All right. Yeah, so like what are you trying to gauge when you're just like occasionally looking at this guy?
I'm trying to understand, like, anything about him. Like, how does he work? And, try to see if he's doing anything suspicious. But I think everything he does is suspicious, so it's kind of a biased insight check.
Yeah. I'm going to say if you want to try and figure out how the artificer or how the Spelltech stuff in him works, that'd be an Arcana check. But if you're just trying to make sure that if you're just keeping an eye to make sure he doesn't do anything, I'd say that's either insight or I'd just say just straight up perception.
I'll go for insight. 16?
16? Yeah, so you're looking at this guy. You can tell that he is, he, for one, is kind of unsure about everything for sure, but he doesn't seem like he's wanting to. He doesn't seem like he's wanting to harm anyone. He's definitely more. He's definitely more. Not necessarily casual, but he is more, for lack of a better word, docile around Arakion for sure. But and is still kind of like on and is still like occasionally giving every other soldier like kind of a bit of the stink eye, but he's not really making any advances towards anyone in an aggressive manner, which you are immediately thankful for. You're not entirely sure who the fuck this guy is, though, which is even weirder for you.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, you can tell that he's someone from Arakion's past, but you're not sure in what regard. Like, Arakion, as much of his past as he has told you, doesn't really share much.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be trying to like rack my brain of like any stories I've heard about people from this group.
Yeah, no, at this point you aren't entirely sure. Oh shit!
Think fast, Chuckle Nut!
Oh,
The gay boy finally arrives.
holy moly.
Alright. Alright, yeah, welcome to the internet.
Have a look around. No.
Yeah, no, I was partly listening to that today. That, and I was listening to 3 Kobolds in a Trench Coat, because that's like my new favorite song now. Alright, Yuri, what are you kind of doing in this moment after this whole fucking chaos?
Can I approach just directly?
Yeah, yeah, no, you can approach him. Oh, hi. I don't think we've actually introduced each other. I'm Elwyn.
I hope you don't mind me asking. You must forgive me. Quite frankly, I'm not. I'll put it like this. I am not tech savvy, sir. So I hope it's not too
Uh-oh.
fast, like.
No.
Is that racism?
Arakion, do an insight check.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Yuri might have just done a racism.
Oh, damn it, Yuri. What did we talk about?
Okay,
Can't
no,
just
jokes
go around
aside.
saying the N-word to people.
Yes. All right. Yeah. Anyway, jokes aside, go ahead, Yuri.
Yeah, Yuri's like. So this whole situation. I hope it doesn't come across as offensive, sir. But what's going on?
Elwyn just kind of looks at himself, just kind of, and as he does, it's like, to be honest, I'm not really sure myself. I'm not really much for Spelltech and whatnot. That was usually Arakion's thing back when we were still a part of the Lions. I think Robert too. I don't quite remember.
You don't associate
No, I don't. We were friends back when the both of us were part of this clan. It was two of us, Sharice and Robert. Four of us were inseparable. One of the strongest squads within the Lions. At least, we'd like to think so. But something happened. I don't entirely remember what, but what I do remember is being ambushed and dying, I think. That's an assumption, but whether or not it's to be saved or to be cursed, that remains to be seen. It was nice to meet you as well, Yuri. You see, he kind of looks to you, Rakion, and is like, I'm gonna see if I can talk to some of the other Spelltech associates here within the Lions. Do we know if who is in charge of Spelltech stuff these days?
Is he talking to Rakion or is he talking to Yuri?
He was originally talking to Rakion, but that last question was kind of an all round.
Oh, I thought. Sorry. Okay.
No, you're good. You're good.
I can take a look at it. What do you need?
Well, just maybe a bit of repair. You and your friends did kind of beat the shit out of me.
Yeah, it tends to happen when you cross us. I know you didn't cross us, but you crossed in front of our path.
Fair enough. Feels like I've done that plenty of times before anyway.
Let's get you to a place where I can fix you up.
Okay. With that, what would everyone like to do for the rest of the day until we get to the next day? Crystalina, let's start with you.
What would I like to do for the rest of the day?
What would you like to do for the rest of the day until the fight?
Good job with your salad.
Probably
Yeah.
go train.
Okay.
There are no trains in the Outlands.
Oh my god.
That was a terrible one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That was a
you guys.
terrible joke.
You need to go home for that.
I am home.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So yeah, Kristalina, you don't really stray too far from the rest of the group, but you do find a spot, kind of within like an not necessarily. There is sort of a bit of a training room within the building itself. You can where you can see there's a bunch of practice dummies for hand-to-hand combat. You see a bunch of wooden poles on just kind of hanging around with various different slash marks in them and whatnot. You make your way over, do kind of various different martial arts combos that you practice on one of the dummies. You do some meditation, kind of wrapping your head around everything that has just kind of happened and everything you kind of maybe have overheard between Yuri and Elwyn. And what is kind of your thought process trying to wrap your head around this sort of events as you kind of learned a little bit more?
I guess my head is just kind of swimming with information right now, with everything, witnessing what happened between Arakion and I guess his like childhood buddy, knowing that soon that they're going to be fighting for the throne. Just kind of meditating over everything that has happened and wondering what I could possibly do to help.
You ponder your thoughts in this situation with everything that's happened, knowing that Arakion has now reunited with someone who he originally thought was dead, and now having to fight his uncle for the throne and whatnot. This isn't entirely something you have seen before. I mean, the idea of finding out that you just fought your best friend, you've had that happen to you several times over between Jason and Howler, Lucas and Colsax. The sort of idea of fighting a friend who has accidentally been on the wrong side of you in combat is not unfamiliar to you. But the idea of facing against a family member who's been so twisted through who knows what, it's a new feeling for you, for sure. But you hope that you can find some way to maybe support Arakion somehow, maybe find a non-death related situation if it can be helped. But even if it happens, you know, who knows what will result after the end of that. Excuse me. We pull away from you. Excuse me, sneezing up a storm now. We pull away from you, and Yuri, what are you going to be doing throughout the rest of the day?
Yuri is definitely keeping on journal of just things that are happening. I think he's writing his latest entry about this kind of like latest transpiring of events. Just honestly to keep a record of things. I think Yuri also makes like this exaggerated like fantasy version of it to show to his kids when he gets back. It's like, and there was this huge fiery lion. There's this huge fiery robot.
Yeah. But yeah, Yuri, you're kind of sitting there chronicling everything that has happened. You look back throughout all of your notes, the realistic ones, the exaggerated ones that you're going to be telling to your kids later. You realize that within the last few months, ever since meeting these guys, your life has just been fucking crazy. You wouldn't have even considered going out of Baron's Rest before meeting everyone here. Granted, that is partly Callie's fault for thinking you should join them for one fucking mission, but as you're kind of looking through these notes with all the information you've had about your friends, about the journeys itself, the various clues that you have had to your own past, as you're going through these, do you think that you wish you never took the job with Callie and avoided this group altogether as you're looking through these?
Damn, that's a bomb question. I think Yuri feels torn. There is one part of him that always wondered what life would have been like if he just said, no, Callie, I'm just staying in Baron's Rest with my family. The other part of him is saying, like, he's glad to have met these people because they've taught him a lot about his own life. So I feel like it's 50-50. He cares for his deeply concerned for his family. But if he hadn't come with these people, made these friends, like, he would have learned the shit he learned about.
Big B, what are you doing throughout the rest of the day?
I am almost completely focused on, like, concern for Arakion. And, for the rest of the day, I don't know what his plans are. I'm guessing he's going to be training or, I don't know, doing something. And if that's the case, I'll probably stick by his side. But if it seems like he needs personal space, then I'd probably go back to my room and just try to calm myself before going to sleep.
Yeah. Big B, as you're occasionally kind of looking over towards Arakion and Elwyn, more focusing on Arakion's own concern than your own, you definitely grow slightly worried about the events to come between Arakion and his uncle. For the challenge ahead, you know that Avis needs to be brought down. There's no two ways around that. He's evil, he's twisted, he's an asshole. However your mind thinks of him, you believe that everything coming towards Avis is at the very least justified. But your concern grows into the fact that Arakion stands at the center of it, in a position where he originally never wanted to be, but now having to do so, considering the fact that so much of his life has just been unraveled and altered because of actions taken by his uncle. And in those thoughts, do you think Bigby really believes that it should be Arakion facing off against his uncle?
From a personal standpoint, no. But also, Bigby knows Arakion too well, and he knows that Arakion believes he should be the one to do it. So there's like a respect for that.
No, you do have your own concerns, but you know that Arakion feels that this is something that he needs to do himself, and there's really no way to change his mind about it. You have most likely tried to do so plenty of times before, but at this point, you realize that there's no point in even trying to change his mind. Whether or not that fills you with even more concern or with comfort is entirely up to your interpretation.
Definitely more concern.
Icarus.
Yes.
What are you... What are you and Nugget doing for the rest of the day?
I'm loading grenades into Nugget's ass.
Oh.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I keep forgetting about that.
I don't.
Yeah, you never forget about the free shit I give you. With everything that you have kind of seen and heard as you're loading these grenades into Nugget,
Oh.
what is yeah, I'm trying to make this sound as non-horny as possible because we're terrible.
It's not horny at all. It's to do with a horse. What are you, nuts?
Oh, don't say nuts.
I didn't
Anyway.
mean it like that.
As you're doing this, what's kind of Icarus's thought process on the fuckery that just unraveled in front of him?
The fuckery that I did not witness, and I have no idea what happened.
Oh, so turns out the Spelltech Raider is one of Arakion's best friends come back to life through Spelltech to basically seek vengeance on a bunch of people, including Avis.
Well, cool. Nicest way possible. He does really care. Icarus is like, and this is normal. Motherfucker's really old. He's seen people get resurrected before.
Yeah. This is gonna sound weird, but I was going to say, this is going to sound really weird, but Icarus is almost the asexual of trauma. Just nothing phases him.
Yeah.
I swear,
And he is
something,
actually asexual.
Oh, yeah.
something tells me that Icarus, though, is kind of preying on Arakion's downfall at least a little bit
No.
because of what he did. Not at all?
No.
Oh, good.
So, yeah.
Because you're next.
Icarus, you, like you've said, you've seen people come back to life before, albeit maybe not too many times, but you know it's been a thing. Something inside of you kind of feels like the way that it was done here with Elwyn is almost wrong. Like, yeah, he's alive and is who he used to be as far as you can tell, but for some reason to you it seems like the way he was brought back is almost perverse, as if the exact method shouldn't have actually been created to begin with.
It's okay, I'll fix it by killing him.
You, as you always are, after kind of thinking about that for one bit, is just still kind of being yourself and somewhat completely unfazed. And you just kind of go back to tending to your horse, occasionally wondering, or occasionally thinking, well, I wonder what the fuck my brother's gonna say now.
Oh yeah. He probably doesn't like that at all.
No. Arakion.
It's me.
It's like me, Arakion. No.
Oh, God.
That was terrible. You start the rest of the day taking a look at Elwyn, seeing his somewhat battered state after you and your friends beat the crap out of him. Go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
Of course. But it's a good thing I'm good at Arcana. 21.
21. Okay. Yeah, you grab your tools. You start to kind of repair the various parts and whatnot that are sort of attached to Elwyn. And you realize, and you do see that most of the heavy-duty plating is kind of decently detachable, albeit there's a lot of screws and whatnot. But the more and more you kind of deconstruct the plating and whatnot, you see that kind of underneath there is the amounts of augmentation to Olwen's body. You see that his limbs are a mix of prosthetics and his original flesh and bone. You see that the chest cavity itself was partly replaced with a Spelltech core that is just sort of kind of sitting within the chest itself. Kind of a la Tony Stark with an arc reactor, but imagine it being bigger and as if it was more of in a prototype fashion. It's the actual procedure that was done to him is still something somewhat beyond you, but you can, as the materials themselves are sleeker, the metal is not necessarily of the same quality you would see here in the Outlands. The core itself is definitely newer than what you've seen in the Outlands. But it looks like, for the most part, someone put this in him and then started improving on it as they went along. So a lot of the interior is occasional patchwork at best. The helmet part itself, you were able to kind of detach where the original faceplate was that Icarus knocked off. You can see that even from there are still augmentations that trail from his head down his neck to the rest of his body. The outer part of the ears themselves are also metal as well, and immediately kind of pop out to show his elven appearance in a bit more of a fashion. You're both impressed and horrified at the process that has befallen onto your friend.
Yeah. He's gonna just try to fix him up as best as he can. Just enough so he can get himself to be, functional, like fully functional.
Yeah, no, you do so easily. And as you're kind of working, Elwyn just kind of looks to you and is like, not exactly a pretty sight, is it?
Not at all. I wish I could have known about you sooner.
I didn't even know about myself until coming back here, honestly.
And he's just going to wash his hands in a basin nearby, and he's going to say, well, I'd best go and prepare.
Wait. You see, he reaches his hand out to kind of stop you. Kind of turn you, kind of look you in the eye, and it's like, you've changed a bit, Raytheon.
Well, you can thank thieves. Everyone, well, mostly Avis for it. Things have changed a lot. Charisse, Robert, and I, we aren't on friendly terms, especially not Robert.
I noticed that. She seemed wary around you.
Because I hated her, and I hated him.
Why?
They turned on me when you passed, when you were killed. Ever since then, and then ever since that attack, that very first thing that turned the Lions into a Raider clan, that attack on the Kobold village, that was the day. That was when we truly fell out. When they sided with him instead of me. So I went out on my own with a rescued kobold that I found before they could get to him.
What about now? Do you still hate them?
Every bit of me does. But for now, I have to work with them. Wait, hang on, rewind. He was still talking about...
Therese and Robert, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so he continues with the statement.
Elwyn lets go of your shoulder, kind of looks kind of towards a window, seeing Kaliona, and then he goes, "How long has it been since then? Since I died?"
A decade and a half, maybe more. I've lost count.
I see. It's strange. I remember Kaliona. I remember how it was, and it's difficult to look out at it now and see how much of it has actually changed.
Hell, honestly, I wasn't around to notice the changes. I've been wandering this desert with Bigby by my side for years. A few years, but still a long time. And I come back to see all of this. Him sitting on a throne.
Do me a favor. When you duel him tomorrow, you see he turns to you, and you can tell that the somewhat soft expression he had changes to one of burning hatred, not towards you, thankfully, but you can see as he says this, the sort of anger and hatred in his eyes as he turns to you and go, "When you fight him, make sure he stays on the ground for good."
I'll do much more than that, old friend. I want him to feel every bit of shame that he was planning to inflict on others, and then I'll put him down for good.
He nods, kind of looks back out the window, and doesn't say anything else as you make your way out. Is there anything else that Arakion would like to do before the end of the night?
He is going to, after he's done talking with him, he's going to leave out of the room and also meet up with Bigby.
Okay.
Because I know he's probably, I don't know if, was he in the room while I was fixing him up, or?
I'd say at this point he wasn't in the room, but he wasn't that far off. You can see him, you can see him fairly close as you're opening up the door into the hallway.
Bigby.
Arakion, how's he doing?
He'll be fine. How are you?
That's good. I'm alright. I'm a little worried about you.
You needn't worry about me.
What are you gonna do when you win?
Well, I'll make him feel every bit of shame that he was planning to inflict on others. And then once
I just mean afterwards. Are you really gonna roll the lines of the sand?
Well, my intention is to carry out only one act. and then turn it over to someone who truly deserves it. I don't intend on ruling this place. It was my home for the longest time, but I've severed so many ties to this place that I can't even call it home anymore. It's just a walking reminder. It's just a living reminder that he turned on me.
Makes sense.
So yeah, make no mistake. If I win this, then he will go. He will die. And I'll just continue doing the same thing that I've always been doing. With you by my side, we're gonna be taking the Outlands in our hands at that point. At that point, we have no worries.
We'll be free again.
At this point, you both hear footsteps coming down the hall, and you both see Charisse. She sees the two of you and is like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt anything, but Bigby, do you mind if I talk to Arakion for a quick sec?"
Oh, sure, I needed to be heading to bed anyways.
I'll be heading over to the pub, and after I catch a drink or two, I'll head back to the room.
Bigby,
He's saying this to Bigby, by the way.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Alright, Bigby, you head off to bed. Rakion, you walk out of Lion's Den, making your way to the pub. Charisse, next to you. The both of you stay silent for a little bit, but she's the first one to speak up as she goes, "You didn't know either, did you?"
No idea.
How is that even possible?
I believe it's possible. I've always known that he, ever since that day, that I know that something was with him.
Are we talking about Avis or are we talking about Elwyn?
Davis. And what he did that day.
No, honestly, after everything, I can believe he made the hit, but still,
I can't put anything past him anymore.
You're not wrong, but he's not the only one that has sinned against his fellow people. Whoever did that to Elwyn, I don't understand how someone could be brought back to life like that. I mean, I know resurrection rituals are a thing, but to see something like that done with Spelltech?
Or maybe he wasn't even dead in the first place.
That's true, but still. Has he said who might have been behind it? I'd assume Avis again, but
Well, from what I know, yes, it is Avis. He handpicked people to go and ambush them.
How's this going to affect the rest of the deals that you've made? The one with Alessia, the one with that halfling from the trading company.
I'll deal with her. She's the least of my worries. As for Alessia, I don't know. Though honestly, I'm sure someone here could put in a message to the Hollow and get something out.
I can send word to Zoraquiel. Though either way, most likely will end up being in Onyx's ears after this. I'll try and keep it out of his ear as much as I can, but the guy has ears everywhere, I will say that, which is maybe the one creepy quality of his.
I'm not worried about him either. All I'm focused on is the battle at hand. I'll deal with everything later.
Are you really going to kill him?
Oh, I'm gonna do more than that.
Look, Rakion, I know you probably
I don't
want
need
to hear
you to
this.
try to talk me. I don't need you to talk me out of it. Give me a lecture or anything. I know you must have some sort of soft spot. You or Robert, I don't care anymore. I'm going to kill him. I'm going to march him through these streets, naked and afraid, make him feel the same shame that everyone else has faced under his boot. And once he comes back, I'm going to put a bullet in his skull. And there's nothing you can do, or anyone else can do, to stop me.
You see, she stops in front of you, halting your movement, looks you dead in the eye, and says, I never said I had a soft spot for him. Just because I'm a priest doesn't necessarily mean I'm a pacifist, you asshole. You're not wrong. What he has done is atrocious. Not only to you, not only to Elwyn, but to his entire clan, and he does deserve to pay for it.
So what are you trying to tell me? If you think he should definitely pay for it, then what are you trying to tell me? What are you trying to stand here in front of me and say? Go on.
There are other ways of justice other than death. That was one of the original rulings when this clan was formed.
Oh, don't sit here and try to tell me about the original rules of the clan. He forsook those the day that you all sided with him.
And so you're saying you're going to forsake them as well, despite all you have said?
This isn't my clan. Not anymore.
I want to say something so bad, but I'm not even there.
I'm gonna do what is just, and then I'll hand the crown over to someone who truly deserves it. Whatever they do next, I couldn't care less.
Outside of character, death is mercy. If you want him to suffer, don't kill him.
Shreese looks to you, sighs, steps out of the way and goes, You're right. This isn't your clan. At least not by choice.
Thank you. And then he continues to walk forward into try to get into the pub.
Yeah. You make your way over to the pub. Shreese doesn't follow you. You see Rogue there chatting with a bunch of other members of the Lions. Looks like she's on her third or fourth drink. You can't quite tell. There's like several dozen mugs all over the bar. How drunk are you getting tonight?
Not very. He's just there for like 1 or 2 drinks to, prep him for the morning.
Yeah. No, you have a couple of drinks. You stay close to Rogue more than anything because you don't give 2 shits about everyone else here. And eventually you all make your way back to your rooms for the morning to come.
Oh,
And
actually,
yes.
I wanted to say one more thing to Big B at least, like before he goes to bed. Is Big B sleeping? Would you say he's sleeping at this point?
I mean, by the time that you would get back, maybe, but I mean, if you want to knock on his door and see what happens, I'm not going to stop you.
Well, I mean, we share the same room, I think, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah, as of right now, as of like the previous night, you guys all were kind of in the same similar room, but because for one, Avis is not sleeping in the den right now, you guys do have your pick of whatever room you want, including Avis's old room.
Ironic. Okay, so yeah, no, he's just gonna knock on the door that he may think that Big B went into. He didn't see which one he went into, so he's just kind of guessing.
All right. I'm gonna roll something here.
Oh no! It turns out it's Icarus's room. He's like, "Hey, what's up? I'm gonna take your soul now."
Do not want me to take this room. That won't end well for you.
All right. I'm going to need everyone to roll a D100.
God damn everything. What? All from a knock on the door? Who would have thought the butterfly effect? 15.
39.
What was the service again?
Shard, tabletop.
Oh, shit.
Okay. 34 for Yuri.
15 for me, unfortunately.
I got 39.
39.
You said D100?
Okay. D100, yeah.
90.
Oh my god.
What the hell?
Alright, how do I roll a 100?
Go
It's on the
to
bottom right.
Yeah, go to the bottom right with the various open dice options, and D100 should be the one that's right next to the 20.
Now, it isn't bottom right hand of the actual screen, it's the bottom right hand of the chat. Like right
Yeah, no,
next
it's
to the
bottom
chat bar.
Yeah, it's the bottom right
Oh,
hand
okay.
of the Shard's chat. Yeah, that should have been clarified.
Sorry, I'm on my phone right now, so it's literally the bottom right of my screen.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
That's it? Did it roll? No.
Yeah, oh wait, yeah, no, you click it and then you click done.
Yeah,
or
you have to
click
select
roll.
you have to select the dice and then you have to hit roll.
Okay, wait, it's making me roll like way too many. How do I go back down?
You gotta
30 D100.
Oh god, no. Just hit the X to back out. Just hit the X to back out.
Okay. Okay, there we go. Roll. Uh-oh.
Myra, what'd you do?
Uh-oh. I got a 20.
You got a what?
A 20.
A 20.
Okay.
Did you?
20. Yeah. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, no, I don't see it, but honestly, I'm going to take your word for it.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, this is going to be interesting. Orakion.
Of course.
I'm going to need you to roll... I'm not going to have you roll another D100. I'm going to have you roll a D4.
crazy shit you're doing.
A D what? A D what?
D4.
Who's about to get walked in on?
Who's
We're
about to
find
get?
out.
Who's about to get fucked?
I hope it's Icarus.
It's not Icarus.
D4.
Um,
I hope it's Icarus.
Quick pause. I just saw my updated skills. I know I've been gone for a while because of school and shit. Plus
Yeah.
10 acrobatics. Plus 8 insight and perception. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
well,
Holy
welcome to level.
shit.
I also
plus
have plus 10 acrobatics.
Oh.
Holy.
Wait, hold on, Wyra. You might be on Big B's.
No, I'm on Crystalina Star.
But plus 10
Oh, you guys just.
Yeah.
Wyra, you have plus 6.
Okay, why the fuck? I'm looking at. Okay, I'm gonna screenshot and send it to you because it does say Crystalina Star.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's weird. Maybe it's
That's
like,
very weird.
Maybe it's a glitch or something.
Be broken, yeah.
I just sent it to you.
Yeah, hold on.
Maybe if I go. Oh, okay, now it's gonna ask me to look.
Oh, you're on an older character sheet.
Oh shit. Okay, no wonder. No wonder you.
I was about to say. That's for
Oh,
Whisper
right.
of Winter.
All right.
That makes so much more sense.
Wait, let me
Yeah.
go back. Holy shit! All right.
The way you go back, yeah, you
Oh
click
my
the little
God.
dragon. You click the little dragon in the top left hand corner.
Yeah. All right.
Little red dragon.
So
Okay, now I'm on Fury of the Outlands. No wonder. So I'm gonna re-roll.
So Arakion, you knock on the door. After realizing the door was actually locked and was like, wait, don't we share the same room? You knock the door. It opens up, and you see the one person you do not want to fucking see right now. It's Robert.
Is that fucking?
It's fucking Robert. He's just like, and you see that you can see that he was apparently just sleeping. You can see that he's in a pair of like drawstring pants, no shirt. He's just looking at you and he's like, the fuck you want?
I swear, but I don't. The first thing that went through my head, I can just imagine like a Rakion pulling out an iPhone, just like taking a quick picture, and then closing the door.
Oh my god.
That's illegal.
Could you imagine? He just says, "Ah, gotcha, bitch." No, he's just gonna close the door. And
You just close the door in Robert's face and just move on.
Yep. And yeah, he's just gonna knock on another door that's nearby.
All right, I'm not gonna have you do this multiple times. After a couple of attempts, you eventually do find your room with Big B.
Hello. Oh, you're asleep. Wait, Roz, is Big B asleep right now?
Yes, and he's snoring. Though I'm not sure how loud it would be.
You know what? Roll a D100. Let's see let's see the percentage of how loud Big B snoring is.
0 is like
my 90.
Yeah, 90 is the loudest. Like no, 100 is the loudest. 0 is the
100
like,
is loudest.
Nothing. 0 is like nothing.
Let's see how loud of a snorer Big B is.
I can imagine like such a small creature has just like the fucking like meatiest snore.
You're right.
Oh, my shard doesn't want to load.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm here. You're so bad. 34. Okay.
Okay, so
Okay, so that's
not bad.
not too bad. It's
Respectable.
audible. Yeah, it's audible, but it's respectable.
it's like a.
Yeah.
No, you
Little cartoon
come in.
snot bubble coming out of my nose.
Right. Yeah, no, Rakion, you come in, you were about to announce that you're about to announce yourself. You see Big B just pass out on the bed, snoring. The anime snot bubble just kind of dangling out of his nostril, kind of lifting his head up a little bit. every once in a while, but nope, your friend is currently asleep.
He's gonna kind of kneel down, like over his bed, and he's gonna kind of like place a hand on his forehead, just be like, "Whatever happens tomorrow, I want you to know it was an honor riding with you. You're like a son to me that I've never had."
And that is where we're going to end today's session.
Dude.
No.
Holy shit. All right, so...
I just got here.
I know. You should have gotten here on time, jackass.
I was with my fiance.
No excuses.
He could have came to the stream too.
Okay. Oh, sad. Anyway, so...
Fuck out.
Thank you guys for playing, and thank you all for watching. Tune in on Thursday, where we get to see Arakion beat the crap out of someone else.
And also kill them.
And maybe also kill them. But thank you all for playing. Boy howdy, this was a semi-dark, aggressive episode. We all need a freaking day after this to just decompress.
I'm good. I didn't know anything that happened.
Yeah, no, you're fine. Everyone else is just fucking stressed, but sorry, not sorry.
My head hurt.
Yeah, get in here on time next time, jackass. That being said...
In my defense, I also did have a house inspection.
That's at 2 in the afternoon.
Yes.
Damn. All right, well... We'll catch you guys on Thursday, 7 p.m. Pacific. If anyone who can make it, be here on time. That includes you, gay boy.
I will not be here Thursday.
Oh no.
No. Yeah, I know, right?
I mean, even if as long as I get Angel, I'll be happy. But we will see you guys then.
I'm dying tomorrow, so I won't be there on Thursday. I have a set schedule with death.